as of now. 3 years ago, I actually ran a half marathon, which is the Froome medal that's going around. And obviously I've done a lot of training to achieve or to get to that point. But since that point, I haven't ran. I have found it very difficult to get motivated to actually physically run again. And from that point up to, let's say, December last year, I piled on the pounds again because I had lost 5 stone. So I had a yearly checkup at the doctor's, and my blood pressure, because of lockdown and of being furloughed, I had piled on the pounds yet again. So my blood pressure was sky high, and I had put on 3 stone up to 5 stone that I'd lost. So, which wasn't very good. So, obviously I had to change my lifestyle and start exercising again. So I thought, I'll try and get back into running. So I started walking. The average steps a person's meant to do a day is 10,000 apparently. So I struggled to get 6 or 7 in, and so I just slowly, throughout January and February, built it up bit by bit, and I started to walk the same route. Now at this time, my brother also had health issues, and I told him that I was sort of slowly trying to get back into running and doing some walking, and he said, why don't we do a virtual walk? I said, oh, that sounds all right. He said, yeah, he said, I found one online, which is one of the medals that you see, which is Land's End to John O'Groats. I thought, oh, okay. Land's End to John O'Groats.
Try walking a Froome. Trowbridge or something.
So yeah, I thought, okay. So we looked it all up, saw how it all worked, and within, I think it's 794 kilometres, something like that, or nearly 500 miles. So we started doing it. My sister said, oh, I'll join in as well. So as a family, as a team, we decided that we would start off in this adventure. And every so often, we would get a postcard, virtual postcard, telling us where we reached on the route. So we completed that challenge. So we thought, well, that's all right. So now we've done that, what are we going to do now? So my brother found another one that we all decided like the look of, which was Route 66. Now,
Bob Dylan.
Bit of a jump, because that was 3,600 kilometres. So we completed that just over a week ago. So between us, we've done all those. In between, I've done something called the Romantic Road, which is a route through the heartland of Germany, through lots of vineyards and so forth and such like. So, and on the medal that's going around, if you actually lift the top, it's like a stein, and it lifts up, and it's very good. All the medals are very well made. I'm currently 96% away from walking the top of Scotland, and then after I've done that, I'm going to walk all the way around Iceland, not the one downtown, but the country Iceland. There's one called the Ring Road in Iceland. So
How far is that?
that's 1,500 kilometres, but that's my own personal trek.
I'm with
so
you in spirit.
Do you actually any physical walking in all this?
that's what I'm coming to. So since February, we've managed to attain all these medals, and yes, we've actually walked all those miles between us. But the journey of me getting there has meant that I have walked the same route, day in, day out. I've got 3 different routes, and on each different route, I virtually see, not every day, but I see the same people all the time. Yeah? And each time it's, how are you doing? How are you getting on? So I'm telling them all about my walking and whatever. But the point what I'm coming to is, back in, when did we come out of lockdown? We done a treasure hunt, didn't we? Now, there was 2 routes. There was the Truddock's Hill something. No, it wasn't. It was the Tiverington Trundle or something. And the Dragonfly Dawdle. So, and stuff. There's a lot of laughing going on there. Yes, where the Dawdle was just a mile and the Tiverington route was 3 miles. Now, for me to do that, I had to take a lot of photographs of a lot of people's properties. So, and I had to ask, I didn't have to, but I asked the people's permission. So it gave me the opportunity, whilst I was doing my walking, to tell them that I was actually proposing to do this quiz or treasure hunt for the church. And it was a way in, and people were quite interested. They said, thank you for asking. People don't normally ask, they just normally take photographs. And people haven't remembered the quiz or the treasure hunt, but they still remember the walk. I think 2 people have asked me since, how did the treasure hunt go? I said it went very well. But it's the effect that the people that have done the Dragonfly Dawdle, because they, as I've said before, they took dawdling to a new level, because for a mile it took them, what was it, about an hour and a half, George? Maybe a bit longer? Yeah, so average speed is 3 miles an hour, should have been completed no more than half an hour, just give or take. So, but people seem to remember all those people go in and out, and it made a small impact at the time. And all the dragonflies are gone now, most of those things, so it's quite... So, but it was a way of engaging with people. Let me just read 1 Corinthians 9, verses 24 through to the end. Remember that in a race, everyone runs, but only one person gets the prize. You also must run in such a way that you will win. All athletes practice strict self-control. They do it to win a prize that will fade away. But we do it for an eternal prize. So I run straight to the goal with purpose in every step. I am not like a boxer who misses his punches. I discipline my body like an athlete. Right. Sorry, that threw me a little bit. Yeah, so I discipline my body like an athlete, training it to do what it should do. Otherwise, I fear that after preaching to others, I myself might be disqualified. My whole point is, from me initially just going on my walks and trying to build up my steps, it gave me the courage to or people come out and talk to me because they saw me every day, asked me how I was doing. From that, it led to me taking photographs, telling them I was doing it for the church. And we done the treasure hunt. And from the treasure hunt, 4 people in this room were able to, and you did talk to people on the day, didn't you? Telling them what you were doing and why you were doing it on the treasure hunt. And that led, I believe, to how they managed to do what they done last Sunday, was to talk to all those people. Yeah? George, you must have spoke to 15, 20 people, maybe more.
Not that many, because I take a long time over.
Linda and Sue and Linda. Who else? Steve, did you talk to anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah? It was just amazing just to see how these people have grown.
Yeah.
And it's not something that I've done, it's something that he's done through me and through that thing. And I think it was always going to be that these people took on that role, but that was the stepping stone.
Catalyst, even.
Yes, the catalyst. And it's not something that our church has really done in the past. We have struggled to find people to go out and talk about the gospel. And here we are, as small as we are, with the 4, 5 people, 6 people that we've got, and you as well. And I just think it's something that God is spurring us on to do more and more. It's something that God is instilling more into our hearts. Times are changing. People need to be saved. People seem to be more open than they used to be. I just think it's amazing. Yes, I was in a race, and yes, these medals, they will sort of fade away in the dim and distant past. But at the moment, they're real to me because it's something that I've achieved. But the greater goal is what we're going to achieve with God.
Amen. The prize.
Yeah, the prize,
The
yes.
prize. That's the one to go
So, yeah. So that's all I have to say. Well done, everybody, because I thought last
Well done,
week
Ken.
was amazing.
Yeah.
Really was. I mean,
It was
the
really
whole the afternoon, the amount of people that. Okay, the park. It was quiet at the park, but people came and they had open hearts and open minds, and it was really, really good. So
Yeah.
that's what I just felt. I've personally been on a journey, but I've been on a journey because of where we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you.
God is changing hearts. We're going to
Yes.
sing that today. You
Yes.
are here, changing every heart.
Amen.
And
Amen.
that's one of the relatively contemporary songs.
Yeah.
I don't normally do them, as you know, golden oldies.
So, and just one more verse is 2 Corinthians 5:7 is that we walk by faith
Not by
and
sight.
not by sight.
Well, I do
Amen.
anyway.
Thank you.